Firstly, there is a growing trend of deglobalization, where the World Trade Organization expects a decline in trade between 13% and 32% this year. Secondly, there is an increasing role of the state to rescue economies and markets. The third trend we realize is the tremendous acceleration in technology adoption, where the pandemic actually acted as a natural catalyst for digital transformation and turned it into a pressing necessity rather than a long-term aspiration. This also resulted in an emerging trend of contactless economic systems, in which people will live, move, pay, work, and even teach and learn without coming into contact with each other.
Clearly, many of the changes developed in response to the pandemic in the area of work, health, education, and entertainment are here to stay. The way we live, work, play during the pandemic will become part of our new norm. Remote work will continue long after lifting restrictions. Today, many businesses and government administrations are continuing to allow their employees to work remotely. Online meeting software usages grew by 600% in the public sector between March and April. Likewise, healthcare practices have profoundly altered, with the most non-critical consultative functions going virtual. In between Saha app and the 937 call center, more than 1 million virtual consultations were delivered throughout the pandemic, and similar number of prescriptions were issued. In education, more than 5 million students continued learning using a mixture of online platform and lessons delivered through broadcast over 19 satellite TV channels. Online shopping jumped tremendously, growing by 400% between March and April. 90% of the consumers altered their shopping habit in the beginning of the pandemic, and the expectation is that many consumers will continue to do so.
Where the Kingdom was among the first countries that implemented early and precautionary measures to contain the spread of the virus. This was done by creating a national committee back in January to follow on global updates and to prepare for the possible introduction and spread of the virus within the Kingdom. Now, these committees significantly accelerated approvals on allocating packages targeting the private sector and the Saudi workforce. And I'll give one example from digital sector. The Kingdom increased its network capacity by over 30% way before the lockdown to ensure that citizens and residents can continue to enjoy their digital tools and services without any interruption. This also allowed for continuous access to more than 3,500 e-government services, and 94% of government agencies were working remotely.
The Saudi government was very quick in its response to mitigate the pressure created from the pandemic. A stimulus package worth around 220 billion Saudi riyal was launched that it targeted the private sector specifically and the citizens. The package includes businesses affected by COVID-19 by supporting them through special financing scheme, lending program, deferred payment program, financial guarantees to SMEs, exemptions, and other measures. It also supported the virtual workplace via adopting, modifying, and relaxing some regulations. In fact, the labor market is undergoing a major transformation, which is paving the way to the introduction of job globalization in the global workplace.
Driving everything we do today is Vision 2030. A national transformation pivoted on leveraging digital to diversify our economy for more resilience. It is Vision 2030 that gave us the agility to respond to COVID-19, and God willing, it will be Vision 2030 that will help us recover.